Hello and welcome to the AOP report. I know it's been a while since we had the last report. Some things have changed in this world, most of them hadn't. I'm still spending a lot of time searching for the products that are on back order. But I can promise you this, that there's not a day go by that I don't search for your item if you have it on back order. And just remember that don't give up on it. I'll find it somewhere. And if I can, I'll give you a solution, what I think is the best solution for your product that you're missing or for the application that you're using that product for. So just hang in there and bear with us. You know, we're all going through times where a couple years ago, the country was shut down. Some foreign countries were shut down. Some of them still shut down. And so we're starting to see the effects ongoing here, even though we're in year 3 of the pandemic. You would think it'd be over and everybody be back to work, but that's not the case. Raw materials are still hard to get to make items, and then getting people to work and to build those items still difficult. So we're just going to have to fight through these times. Kind of reminds me, if you're old enough to remember back in the 70s, it kind of feels that way, where you know you got to stand in line and get gas, and then when you do, you get there, they're out, or you don't have anybody. Back in them days, they pumped your gas, and because they didn't have enough gas to hire people, they didn't have too many people pumping gas. So you know that's when the sales started. The gas where you started pumping yourself started really. But anyway, that kind of reminds me of some of the times that we have to go through, and this is going to be difficult, and for probably another year. But you know, we're going to make it. That's what we do as Americans, is we buckle up our chin strap and we go to work, and so we're going to find ways to make sure that you have what you need when you need it, and give you some options if we can. And so just bear with us. I know it's a problem. I see it every day. I see the invoices, I see the back orders. When it comes onto my desk, I start looking. So you know, all I can tell you is I'm gonna find it for you. That's what I do. So some other things that are going on in the office products world, really hadn't a lot of change, hadn't had too much change in it. We still are on paper allocation, which means, you know, I normally can order 1 truck a month, and that's all I can order. And they are very stringent on that. I just tried to place my last order 3 months before the month ended, and I get an email back saying they can't send it to me. I can't even order it until the next month, and so I had to wait 3 whole days to place the order again. So that's kind of how they're running that way, and you know, they got to do what they got to do. I understand that, and I'm not the only dealer in the world buying paper from them, so I get where they're coming from, but at the same time, I'm fighting the heck out of them just to take care of you guys. So I'm out there with my boxing gloves on, and I'm fighting these manufacturers to see what we can do to make sure you get what you need. And so you're going to see some changes in product. Some of the private labels are being hard to get because the manufacturers are, you know, they're lacking the raw materials. And so when they do get them, they're making the name brand first and then the wholesale brand later. And so, you know, we're going to just have to bite the bullet and send out, you know, what we can get. And so we'll keep that in mind. You know, I'm going to always keep your price in mind. So, you know, take legal pads, for example. Normally you buy legal pads if they're, you know, $15 a dozen, and the name brand is $20 a dozen. I'm not going to punish you just for that. So I'm going to find ways that we can get that worked out. And I've been speaking to a lot of manufacturers on how we can do that. And we've got some ways and some items coming in that we'll be able to do that with. So, you know, you'll probably get an email saying, hey, this is a name brand that I've got. I'm going to keep your price the same. And so that's kind of how we're going to go about business. But, you know, I'm going to take it on the chin a little bit, but at the same time, I'm going to get a customer taken care of. And that's what I wake up for every day, is to make sure that my employees get taken care of and my customers get taken care of. So I'm out there fighting for you, and we'll just have to keep struggling and keep boxing away, and we'll get through this time, and we'll just keep going on. But yeah, we'll get through it. This is no different. If you've been in the workplace for a long time, you understand. This is not the first problem that we've gone through where we couldn't get merchandise. It's just it just seems like after the pandemic, it kind of ballooned out, but we'll get there. Not a problem. On the good news, we do have our product show coming back October 6th. We're real excited. I know it's been a couple of years since we've had one. The manufacturers are all pumped up. They're ready to come. We'll have somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 manufacturers coming in, and they're going to have some items. I'm going to have a special, and you'll get an email sent out to you on the specials early and then some after the show. But we want to make sure you come to the show, and you can sign up early to receive those emails. If you go to show.arkansasofficeproducts.com, that's all spelled out, show.arkansasofficeproducts.com, and sign up early. Sign up for as many people in your office that wants to come, and we're all, I'll send all of you the email blast in the next couple of days or next couple of weeks with all the specials going on. Give you a little bit more time to order the specials instead of just the day of the show. We want to do it maybe a week or two in front, maybe a week behind, and give you time to think about what you're going to see, what you might want to buy. And so like, for instance, furniture, you didn't wake up today wanting to buy a new chair. And if you waited till the show and that was the only time, could you buy that chair at a great price, or do you, have to wait? So this way you'll know what chair it is, what the price will be. That'll give you a couple of weeks to go, I think I can get this passed and get a PO. Then, you got a couple of weeks, and it's kind of hard to get POs in the next 15 minutes. So we understand that. So we're gonna do that. We just ask you to sign up early. And that site will be show.arkansasofficeproducts.com. Sign up early. Make sure you come on October 6th between 3 and 7. We're going to feed you. We're going to give you plenty to drink. We're going to have all kinds of manufacturers here showing you product. They're going to have all kinds of giveaways. We're going to have a great big grand giveaway that I think everybody's going to really want to win. And at least I hope so. But you don't want to miss out on this show. We expect over 300 people to come between 3 and 7. It won't be all at once, but we're really excited to put this show on. It's been so long since we've done it. It was pre-pandemic since the last time we did it. We tried that virtual during the pandemic, didn't work real well. Everybody wants to get out and talk to the manufacturers. You can ask them any kind of questions. They're going to show you what's available coming up later this year and into 2023. You can ask them about supply chains and any kind of information that you want to ask. They'll be glad to answer it. But I can tell you the supply chain issue is going to be raw materials and lack of workforce. And they're trying to fight through that just like we are. And I know the manufacturers are behind us, and they want to get the product to you, and they're going to do everything they can to make sure that happens. So, but that's a good time to ask those questions to those manufacturer reps, or if you got questions on how something works or why it works or why it don't work, that's a great time to ask them. And they're going to show you all kinds of products that you should be excited for. They'll carry you into 2023. So got that coming up October 6th. Make sure that you attend, and it's right here at our warehouse where we're going to take you through a little tour in the front, and then we start the product show in the back, and kind of gives us a way to show you what all we do. At the same time, you get the benefits of talking to the manufacturers and getting samples. And so that's kind of how that's going to work. I think you're really going to enjoy it. I really hope everybody shows up because it's just something that I can't explain to you as good as the manufacturer can. So when you have questions about how this works, why don't this work at a certain application, they're going to be able to answer that very cleanly, where, I'm not going to have all the answers. I'll have to get back with him, and it just takes a long time. So this way you'll get your answer right then when you're talking to him. So I hope to see everybody there. That's October 6th between 3 and 7. Come as you are, come 3, come after work, doesn't matter. We're going to feed you, give you plenty to drink. I think you're going to have a great time, and you got a chance to win a bunch of prizes. And I hope everybody comes away a winner that comes here, and we're going to give away a bunch of stuff. And then the grand prize, I think you're going to be real tickled on what you're going to get there. A little bit more on that, maybe on the next AOP report. I'll try to do another one before the show. So good to see everybody, and just keep smiling and keep ordering, and I promise we're going to get it to you. So everybody have a great day, and remember, AOP, we're living the dream. We want you to be part of it. Thank you.